Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Friday Night Football Review for round 11 of the 2022 NRL season. We saw two games of football tonight. We saw the Tigers beat the Bulldogs at Leichhardt Oval, 36 points to 22. And we saw the Eels steal it in the dying moments of that game against Manly, 22-20, with a Will Penasini try in the corner with 2 minutes to go, and Mitchell Moses with a kick to win it, and he absolutely nailed it from the sideline, and Parramatta ended up stealing it, 22 points to 20. But as always, this is the Friday Night Football Review, the number one rugby league YouTube channel for all post-game show reviews. We review every game live. Parramatta did well to win that game, but bugger me. If you're a Manly fan, you're more worried about the injury of Tom Trbojevic. Now, according to Channel 9, they have said that apparently it's a dislocated arm, which is usually a 4 to 6 week time frame on the sideline. So if that's the case, Turbo will probably miss Origin 1 and probably miss Origin 2 if that's the case. So massive loss for Manly, but I guess there's a few headlines coming out of this one. Obviously, Parramatta stealing it down by 10 with, 15 to go, and they ended up getting the result, and obviously Moses kicking the goal to win it from the sideline. And I guess the other headline is Tom Trbojevic out with a shoulder injury, and it is a massive blow. What they scored in the 59th minute and the 77th minute, so massive blow. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. If you guys can go ahead and like the live stream, it would mean a lot to the channel. I'm supposed to be joined by Warriors and ARL Fanatics. I believe he will be here. His connection was playing the old dodo bird, as I'm sure everyone knows about his connection sometimes. I'm just waiting for him to come back. Hopefully he gets back on here. But I want to say hello to everybody in the live chat. I know we've got a few people rolling in as we speak. We've got Samson 6000, Free Tilly in the chat as well. He says, poor Manly, damn, that's got to hurt. Not a fan of either team, but some of those last calls were average. Yeah, some of them were a bit dodgy. Yeet Boy says, Manly robbed, and this is coming from a Broncos fan. Fair enough, mate. SS Storm fan doesn't agree with what Yeet Boy says in the chat. We've got Tyson, Minty Rabideau. Who else we got here? Luke Melbourne Storm fan. We've got Snyder. I can't even pronounce your name. He's in the chat. Jaden Lambert is fuming. Nighthawk Gaming is here as well. Yes, I am free from free of my tips as well. I've got them all right so far. I've had a good round. My tips haven't got any wrong. I'm hoping to get them all right. But I'm just waiting on Warriors and ARL Fanatics. I don't know where the hell he is. I'm not happy about it. I thought everything was going to be good, but bloody connection, man. No, bloody connection. But a few people are saying that Manly were robbed tonight, which I don't agree with that. I thought Manly blew it. They led 20 to 10, and they let the game go. And look, with all due respect, when you're leading 20 points to 10 with about 20 minutes to go, you got to finish some games off, man. I wouldn't be blaming the referees. I know Turbo went down injured, but you're up 20 to 10 with 10 to go. You should be icing them games off. And I think Warriors and ARL Fanatics is now here. It says device not connected. I'm just waiting for him to connect his microphone, and we'll get him on here. Alex Twal, unfortunately, did not score. Yes, it's a shame. He went very close. I'm glad he didn't score, actually, because there would have been no try because someone got knocked over. I think Josh Jackson got knocked over or something like that. But
yeah, we'll get into the review in just a second. Wasn't our Fanatics? Here we go. I think he's here now. And we're just going to be loading and loading, and we're just waiting for him to join. Warriors and our Fanatics, where are you, mate? Just seriously, like, what's going on here? It might be best, Warriors and our Fanatics, if you just have your audio on and don't worry about your camera so much. I'm not really going to muck around with the dodo for too long. It's quite frustrating at the moment. Warriors and our Fanatics, if you can hear me, my friend, just turn off your camera, and he's in the audio. Warriors and our Fanatics, are you there, bro?
Yep, I'm here.
There we go. Fanatics is here. Hang on, Fanatics. We got a $5 super chat in the chat here from King Julian, which is our good friend here, Golden Anime. He says, Broncos remain top 4 despite Para winning. Thank God, only won by 2. Shout out to Golden Anime for the $5 super chat. And yes, Parramatta did well to steal that game, but well done to Parramatta. All right. Well, Warriors and our Fanatics, bro. Can you, how are you, bro? I mean, thanks for coming on the review. I know everyone can't see it, but you're here in the audio, mate. How are you, mate? Warriors and our Fanatics, are you there, bro? Are you there?
I'm good, actually. That was a good game, Parramatta, and man, it's great to be on the Friday Night Football review. Actually, thanks for having me on.
Well, mate, thank you for coming on. And I know the connection's a bit delayed, so when I ask you something, it's probably like a 10-second delay. So hopefully that can improve as the show goes on. But mate, we're gonna go back to the very first game. We'll get into the Parramatta Manly game very soon. We all know how crazy that ending was. I'm just reading the chat. Paddy G says, I've never been so robbed. I'm going to have to block the King after that one. Shout out to the King. He'd be having a party after that ending. And Paddy G, mate, I know how it feels to lose a tight game like that. It definitely is very painful. So hope you're all right, Paddy G. That was a very tough ending. We're going to go back to the first game. West Tigers 36, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs 22. Warriors and our Fanatics, mate. What'd you make of the Tigers and Bulldogs contest down there at Leichhardt Oval tonight?
Yeah, well, look, the West Tigers had a pretty good start there, and it looked like they were going to go on and win it by a lot. But the Bulldogs fought back very well, and they could have won this game actually, and I was a bit surprised by the fight back Bulldogs in that second 40. So yeah, Tigers, they got the win, but it wasn't as easy as it looked actually than it did in the first half.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my friends over at Nickbet. I've got a few loyal people that give me excellent tips on NRL games and multis and stuff. And this bloke named Jinder gave me a first try score tip. He goes, Luke Garner first try score at $21. Throw something on it. And I went, all right. I threw $10 on Luke Garner first try scorer, and I won myself $210. So shout out to everybody at Nickbet for a beautiful $210 win. Very happy about that first try scorer bet. Very happy about that. Luke Garner scoring the first try. Can't complain at all. What was it now for next? I know you're not really much of a betting man, but when you saw my Instagram story of Luke Garner first try scorer, mate, how good? How bloody good's that?
Oh, that was awesome. It's nothing better than winning some money on the multi. So yeah, look, that's awesome. It's great actually.
There's nothing better than starting off your Friday night with a very nice win on the first try scorer. So shout out to Luke Garner. What a legend that bloke is. But we'll just go for the try scorers. We'll just go for the try scorers of the game. So obviously Luke Garner scored the first try there in the 5th minute. Then there was a try to Stafford Toe in the 38th minute. Mamalo scored a try in the 27th minute and the 39th minute. So Mamalo got a double. Tigers were leading 18-0. Hastings was 1 from 4 with the boot at that stage. And then we get the second half. Matt Burton scored for the Dogs along with Marshall King. 2 tries in 3 minutes. We're back at 18-12. I tried to Jacob Carraz. What are we, 18-16 at that point, I believe, in favour of the Tigers. Then there was a try to Famunu Brown in the 62nd minute. Tigers, 24-16 up or something. Then there was a try to, Jock Madden. Tigers 30-16. Tried Aaron Schoff. What was it, 30-22 or something at that point. And then a late try to Famunu Brown and the Tigers end up winning 36 points to 22. Warriors and NRL Fanatics. Tigers. Do you think that the Tigers are improving to, avoid bottom 4? Are they getting better? What were your thoughts on the West Tigers tonight, bro? I thought they were very good.
Yeah, I think, even when they went down to the Cowboys last week, I thought, look, I know they lost at Suncorp Stadium, but you've got to remember the Tigers, they've got a few players. They've had a few injuries as well, and I think they have been showing a lot of from the season. Obviously, they weren't in a good headspace, and there's a lot of talk around Michael Maguire. He's going to get the sack, but they've won a few games now, and yeah, look, I think they can possibly avoid that bottom half of the ladder. Actually, maybe 10th, 11th. I don't know, but they are showing improvement for sure. I think, and it's a good win for them tonight.
Well, mate, I'll ask you this. Obviously, the Bulldogs are a long way away from being where they should be, and we all know they've had the week from hell. Trent Barrett stood down as head coach. They had Paul Vaughan, told the media off the other day, and the Bulldogs did not train Monday or Tuesday. They went to training on Wednesday and Thursday, and they had I think it was one training session on Wednesday, and then they had captain's run on Thursday. So they didn't really have good preparation going into it. But I guess the question is, Warriors and NRL Fanatics, can the West Tigers play finals football this year? Can they get to the finals, or do you reckon they're not quite ready for that next step?
Oh, I'd probably say at the start of this year, I didn't have them in my top 8, and I think the best they probably can do is finish 10th, 11th, around that mark. But I'll say next year, I think they'll be up there next year for sure.
Yeah,
I think
look,
with the signings they've made next season, I think
I agree with
they
you.
can be
I
a little
agree
bit
with you,
better.
bro. And look, I think the Tigers are a team where I think this year it's about rebuilding. It's about improving the squad, looking at the roster and going, righto, what are the right players to keep? What are the right combinations? And mate, I just want to give a mention to Famunu Brown. He hasn't played in the NRL for quite some time now, and he came off the bench tonight, played a bit of dummy half, and scored 2 tries. And I thought when he came on the field, the Tigers' attack looked so much better, and it looks so dangerous, bro. What'd you make of the performance of Famunu Brown tonight?
Yeah, he was actually good, actually, and I think it's been a while since he's last played an NRL game. It's just good to see him back on the field, actually. So yeah, look, I thought he was good, very good. Yeah,
I thought it was good as well, and it's also good to see Roman Fatala-Mariner return. I know he didn't have the best game, bit of ring rust out there, had a couple errors, gave away a couple penalties here and there, but Fatala-Mariner will be better for the run. And look, Fanatics, I just want to ask you this as well. The Bulldogs, they made the decision to put Tavita Pangai Jr. on the bench before kickoff. I thought this was a crazy and stupid decision from the Bulldogs interim coach, Mick Potter. Would you have put Pangai Jr. on the bench, or would you have started him in the back row? Fanatics?
Yeah, I would have started him. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I would have started Tavita Pangai Jr. for sure. I think that's where he's best. Yeah, starting, not on the bench for me. No.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would have started him for sure. I mean, you look at the fullback for the Dogs, Vaughan, Thompson, good starting front row there. And you got Josh Jackson, the captain. I think he's better off playing lock. I don't think he has enough speed in the back row nowadays. And if you add someone like Pangai Jr. in the starting side, you're obviously going to look a lot better. But disappointing that they put him on the bench, and it really backfired because they really miss his aggression early on. But I thought the West Tigers tonight, I thought they were very good. Obviously, they have a lot to work on still. They did concede 22 points to the team that's currently last on the ladder in at the Bulldogs. So they do need to be better with the defensive Tigers. They go to 14th on the live ladder. They're trying to improve and get out of that bottom four. And I thought they did well tonight. But Warriors and our Fanatics, mate, I'd love to know who would your top 3 players on ground be from the Tigers and Bulldogs game?
Yeah, so look, at 3, I've gone with Luke Garner. I thought he played well. I've got Ken Marlowe, actually. I thought he was very good, actually, on the wing there. And I'm going to go with Joe Offengawi, actually. So I've gone with 3 West Tigers players in my 3-2-1.
So Joe Offengawi is your man of the match, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm surprised about Offengawi, but I like it, bro. I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go with Luke Garner. I thought Luke Garner was great in the back row. I thought he had a really strong game in the second row. Number 2, I'm going to go with also Ken Mamalo. I thought Mamalo had a great game on the wing. It was a nightmare every time we had the ball. And my man in the match, I'm going to give it to the halfback, Jackson Hastings. I thought Hastings' game management was very good in this game. I know he got sim bin, but I don't care. Hastings was very good tonight. He controlled the game really well, and thought Hastings had a very strong game out there for the Tigers. So Jackson Hastings is my man in the match in the Tigers 36-22 win over the Bulldogs. But Warriors and our Fanatics, mate, let's get into the final game. Parramatta Eels 22, Manly Seagulls 20. Manly were up 10, and Parramatta stole it in the 77th minute through Hayes Perham. First of all, Fanatics, bro, what a game of football. A big rivalry game. Parramatta versus Manly ended in spectacular fashion. What'd you make of the Eels versus the Seagulls game tonight, bro?
Yeah, I thought at the start of the game, I thought Manly, I thought they were the better side, actually. I think, Parramatta didn't really offer too much in terms of opportunities. I just thought Manly were the better side. At halftime, they only had a slender lead, but I thought they deserved the lead. And, the Eels in the second half were, I thought, for the majority of the second half, Manly had it. But the Eels did make a comeback towards the end. So, that's overall, I thought it was a pretty good game, actually. I thought it was a very good game on Friday night to wrap up the night. So, look, it was a good game. And Parramatta, they, probably fortunate. You could say fortunate to come away with that result. But, they got the win at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, they did, and they deserved the win. They come home the stronger team, and I know there was a few calls that were a bit dodgy that went Parramatta's way towards the end, but Manly had a 20 points to 10 lead. That's when the likes of Daly Cherry Evans, Kieran Foran, they've got to kick them to victory, and they've got to finish the game off. When you're up 10, you got to ice that game, man. You can't just say, oh, no, we were robbed at the end. We had some bad calls go against us. It's like, no, you're up 10, 20 points to 10. You got to ice them games off. I know there was a few calls, but stop crying about it. Finish the game off. That's why Cherry Evans gets paid the big bucks. $1 million a season, you're up 10, finish the game off. That's your job. Ice the game off. It's not that hard. That's what the big name players and that's what the best players do. They finish the game off. But credit to Parramatta. They came back, and I don't think it was a great performance from Parramatta. I thought they did enough to win. Definitely a lot to work on. I think defensively, Parramatta's lately have been all over the shop defensively. Conceded 31 against the Roosters last week, 20 tonight against Manly. The week before that, what they conceded, I'm trying to bloody remember the top of my head. The week before that, they conceded 20. Then they conceded, 35. So defensively, Parramatta are letting in about 4 tries a game at the moment, which is something I think that Brad Arthur and Parramatta need to work on as a team. But Parramatta did well to win this game. And, I guess the big talking point of the game, Warriors and our Fanatics, Tom Trbojevic, suspected dislocated shoulder, probably a 4 to 6 week injury, Depends how bad it is. How big of a loss is Tom Trbojevic to the Manly Seagulls? And most importantly, the New South Wales Origin Blues. Another big loss there for New South Wales.
Yeah, it's a big blow. It's gutting to see Tommy come off. You you never want to see, like, regardless of who you support, you never want to see someone like a player like Tommy Trbojevic come off with an injury. And it's sad. It's really disappointing. It's sad to see, and that is a big loss. Actually, it's a big loss for Manly because he's the main part of their attack, and that's what the reason how they score a lot of points, and it comes off Tommy Trbojevic and what he does on the field, and he's such a freak of a player. So it's a massive loss. It's a big blow for Manly, and look. Also now coming off that loss is just going to hurt even more for them. It's going to really hurt inside, and it's just unfortunate. And hopefully Tommy Trbojevic, has a speedy recovery soon because it's not good at all. It's not great, and it's not good for New South Wales as well at all. I'm a Queensland fan, so obviously I would be slightly happy, but good.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man.
Manly, and
it's a massive loss. I'll tell you, it's a massive loss. And having a look at Manly at the moment, they are not scoring a lot of points. Last week against Brisbane, they were beaten 38-0. I knew tonight that they would be up for it. I knew tonight would be a close game. I said Para 1-12 in my tipping video on Wednesday. I said Parramatta will win this 1-12. It will be a very close game. Manly will be up for it after last week against Brisbane. They'll definitely be up for it. Now with Tom being out for another extended period, it's going to really hurt Manly. And when you look at Manly's attack, you've got Foran, you've got Cherry Evans, you've got Josh Schuster, you've got Tom Trbojevic. Those four players are very important to the Seagulls' attack. Tommy Turbo makes Manly a 14-point better side. When Turbo's there, Manly have another 2 or 3 tries in them. When Turbo's not there, attacking-wise, it puts more pressure on Cherry Evans and Foran to create more opportunities. And Ruben Garrick's not a bad fill-in fullback, but he's got a lot to work on as well. And they're going to have to try and get through it, without Tom for another 6 weeks now, because Manly's draw the next 6 weeks. They play Melbourne and Melbourne next week, which is a very tough game. Then they play the Warriors at Brookie, which is winnable for the Warriors now with Tom not being available. Tigers at Campbelltown, Cowboys at Brookie, and then he might be back for the Melbourne game in round 16 or in round 17, or if not, definitely round 18 against the Knights. So Turbo is a massive loss for Manly, and I don't know how many games they're going to win without Tom, but Jesus Christ, it's a massive blow for the Seagulls, and it's sad to see for Origin coming up as well in a couple of weeks. So Tom won't be there for game 1 now, which is just a shame. It really is. Same with fucking who else is out? Who else is out for New South Wales on Origin 1? Pappenhausen won't be available now. Turbo won't be available, and Latrell Mitchell won't be available. So Queensland are probably sitting back going, "Fuck, how many more players can go down?" It's good for Queensland. It's good for Queensland for Origin coming up around the corner, but massive loss for New South Wales and Manly losing Tom Trbojevic. But we'll go through the tries now, and the first try of the game went to Ruben Garrick, which I predicted as well. That was a great tip from Nick from Australia. I nailed that. Ruben Garrick, first try scorer. Then there was a try to Hayes Perham. And then there was a try to Christian Tupaluta. And then one to Hayes Perham. Half-time, I think it was 12-10 in favour of Manly. Second half, tries to Morgan Harper and Ruben Garrick. Manly up 20 points to 10. 59th minute, try to Tom Opacek on that left-hand side. And then, obviously, there was a sin bin on, who was it? Moses got binned at one point, and then there was another sin bin for a dangerous tackle. I'm trying to remember who the fuck it was. It was Sean Kepi. He got binned late. And then I think the sin bin as well was a late call. Actually, was the right call. Fanatic, the Sean Kepi tackle, sin bin or not? What do you reckon? I reckon it was.
Yep, it was a sin bin. It was a fair call at the end of the day. Yeah, I agree with it.
It was a silly tackle to do. It was a really silly tackle to do. And Manly had a few chances on the end. They put a grubber kick in, and they got a repeat. Parramatta did, sorry. Moses got a grubber kick, and they got a repeat set. And Parra had an opportunity. They went to the right-hand side. A nice offload out the back, and then Papali'i gives it on to Penasini. Penasini goes over, scores in the corner, 20 apiece. And Mitchell Moses from the sideline, under all the pressure in the world, kicks the conversion from the sideline in the wet, by the way, to win the game. Kicks it. Parramatta 22, Manly 20. Parramatta win. Fanatics. Parramatta, what a game. And Mitchell Moses, what a clutch moment from the sideline.
Yes, yeah, very, very big kick under pressure in the wet conditions, and yeah, he nails it. So yeah, it was a good kick and under all sorts of pressure to get Parramatta across the line in that one.
Yep, massive, absolutely massive. Look, this question probably is one that I think a lot of people are going to ask on social media. And I want your opinion on this one. Warriors and our Fanatics. If Tom Trbojevic does not get injured, do Manly win this game, or do we get the same outcome that we got tonight? What do you reckon, bro?
Oh, look, it does help having him on the field, and I think when Tommy did play well up to the point where he got injured, so I think it would have helped them to have him on the field. But would the outcome would have changed? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But like when he came off, that was when Parramatta started scoring all their points. So yeah, I mean, hard to say to be completely honest, but he does
In
make
my
a difference
opinion,
in the Manly side in terms of what they bring and attack and yeah, yep.
in my opinion, if Turbo doesn't get injured, Manly win. In my opinion, I reckon Manly win. If Turbo doesn't go off with a busted shoulder, I reckon the Seagulls win the game. That's just my opinion. But
Yep.
Parramatta, at the end of the day, they got the result, 22 points to 20. Big rivalry game. 17,000 people there at Bankwest Stadium or Combank or whatever it's called nowadays. And all that matters now is Parramatta got the 2 points and Manly didn't. So very good game of football that we saw tonight. I really enjoyed the game. I know it was wet. I know it was a few errors. It was a bit sloppy and shit, but I really enjoyed the game. I thought it was a great game of football in the wet. The completion rates here, Parramatta, 37 from 41 sets completed, a 90% completion rate. Manly was 81% with 26 from 32. So the completion rates were pretty good from both sides, actually. And at the end of the day, Parramatta just found a way to win, and Manly I couldn't hold on at the end there. But Warriors and our Fanatics, mate. Who was your top 3 players on ground B from the Eels and Seagulls game tonight, bro?
Well, so number 3, I've gone with Ryan Madison. I thought he was great for Parramatta. I think he was one of their standout players actually, and yeah, he was good. Number 2, I've gone with a couple of tries here for Ruben Garrick. Thought he was good. Goal kicking as well. This might be Isaiah Papali actually. Isaiah Papali for my man of the match. So yeah, that's my 3-2-1. Yeah, Papali.
Yeah, look, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yep. I think you've named a very good top 3 on ground. I like it, bro. I'm going to go number 3, Ruben Garrick as well. I thought Ruben Garrick was outstanding on the wing for the Seagulls tonight. I thought Garrick had a blinder on the wing. Number 2, I'm going to go with Sean Lane. I thought Sean Lane in the back row and that left-hand side was very good for Parramatta. And my man of the match, I'm going to give the man of the match to the Eels right centre, Will Penasini. Thought Will Penasini had a blinder in the centres. I thought he was outstanding. So Penasini is my man of the match in the Eels 22-20 win over the Seagulls. But that is going to conclude the Friday Night Football review for round 11 of the 2022 NRL season. Warriors and NRL Fanatics, bro, thank you very much for coming on the review, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me on, and bring on tomorrow's games of footy. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, well, thanks for coming on, bro, and everyone go and subscribe to the Warriors and NRL Fanatics YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description below, and also good luck to the Warriors tomorrow. Hopefully they can beat the Dragons for your sake, Warriors and NRL Fanatics. But, mate, thanks for coming on, and everyone in the chat, thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Golden Anime for the $5 super chat as well. But anyway, guys, we're getting out of here. Like, subscribe, do all that good shit. Anyway, we're out. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys in the next one.